Welcome back to Terror by the Bay. I'm David. Okay, well, the Biden-Trump debate was going to be my second of two videos going up tonight. I decided to premiere it early at 9:45 p.m. because I just felt like getting it out there. So I'll do another reading for the midnight reading, which, well, it's 9:50 now on the West Coast, so I've got 2 hours to get this done in 10 minutes. I want to look at more of the debate on some of the questions I didn't ask before. And one of them was the bit where Trump said Charlottesville never happened. When Biden was saying that he chose to get into the race after Charlottesville, Trump was saying, no, you didn't. That's not true. Charlottesville never happened. And it's like, what are you talking about? How can you tell Biden when he decided to get in the race? And a couple thoughts went to mind, like, was Trump thinking about Biden getting into the race now? And then Trump said, no, Charlottesville didn't happen. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. And I'm really curious, what does Trump's... I want to look around the energy of Trump in Charlottesville and why he said Charlottesville didn't happen. And I want to look at what like the outcome of that is. And then I have a question for Spirit as to why did we just have to go through that? Because I don't get it. I don't like this plan. Entertainment purposes only. Trump, Charlottesville. Why did Trump say Charlottesville didn't happen? What's that all about? 8 of Cups. He's trying to distance himself from the white supremacists in that statement. He knows the white supremacists will vote for him anyways, so now he's trying to distance himself from the white supremacists. No, this is just the typical, I never met that person. Just like he said he never had sex with Stormy Daniels. Yeah, court of law says differently, buddy, but okay. But he's trying to distance himself from that. He's trying to put some distance to make himself more appealing, I think. 4 of Swords. And it's almost like he forgot. It's like this might have been one of those sundown moments for him, and there's the sun. The truth was out there. We all know the truth. And he's trying to walk away from it, but like the fact checkers should get to this and point out that this absolutely did happen. And why is he saying that it didn't? And again, this might be one of those sundowner things where Trump doesn't remember that this happened. It could be something as simple as that, or he's just trying to purposely get himself away, but that gaffe didn't go unnoticed. In the past, you got the 10 of Pentacles. Trump's whole legacy has been about white supremacy. And the white supremacists love him, and this whole, 2025 thing is going to take us right back to the Civil War era and prior to that. Trump's family made money off of whorehouses and not renting properties out to black people. It's saying he's been a racist all his life. He's been a Nazi all his life. And current situation is the burden. He's trying to separate himself from that to make himself more palatable on this. This could also just be, talking about Alzheimer's. This could be that family Alzheimer's thing, and he was struggling with that part of it. This is going to cause a little consternation with the pro-Nazi people saying, no, is Trump denying us? I think the Democrats should get on there and hammer this point home that Charlottesville did happen. And, try and appeal to younger people on this one. One guy said this didn't happen. Do you want that guy to be the president of the United States? Judgment. You have to, Team Biden needs to hammer this point home and associate him with white supremacists. Make that association. Get the messaging out. This is an opportunity for Biden. Now, as grumpy as I was with this debate and how things went, this is actually an opportunity that fell into the laps of the Democrats. Is Trump denying Charlottesville happened? Because now you can basically run that, say, yeah, it did happen. Here's the evidence. Get all those white supremacists out there And Trump saying there were fine people on both sides. And, as he's looking at the white supremacists. And tie him to that. You don't have to play nice, and nor should you. Call it like it is. Now, I want to ask Spirit. Next question. This came up on we had an impromptu chat, Marina and myself. The question was, will Trump want to show up for the next debate? How did Trump come away from this debate feeling? How's he feeling after this debate? He didn't think he'd do. Of course, he never thinks he does badly, but let's see how he's feeling about this one. The Chariot. He's ready to move on. Yep, the Trump train is rolling. That's how he thinks. An unstoppable force. And he's going to, fundraise off of it, and he'll try and build momentum off of this. Because, everything he does is lie, and his people are on board, and this is going to give Fox News is going to run with this. They're going to play all the clips where Biden sounded old and feeble. And they're just going to drive that home. In the past, Star Card, he knows he did well relative to Biden. Queen of Pentacles' current situation is that, he feels like he has the initiative. This is a gift that fell into his lap. Overarching energy, the Eight of Cups. Will he walk away from the second one? Does he have anything left to prove? Possibly. But at the same time, it's also, if people were telling him to walk away, he knows he did well. If they have a second debate, he may be less inclined to walk away from it because he will feel that he mopped the floor with Biden on this one, so why not do it again? And I think he's going to do it again. He's ready for the next one. Yeah, he's not going anywhere. Yeah, he thinks he came across great. He got all his talking points through. He's feeling large and in charge. To me, yeah. Will he want to go with the second debate? Absolutely. At this point, he's probably annoyed that he ever considered walking away from this debate and floating trial balloons about walking away from this debate. Third question. Why? Why did we have to go through this? Why did Biden have to have a cold before this? What's Spirit's grand plan that Biden having a cold and sounding old and feeble needed to be done? Why did this triple somersault, which has already got a high degree of difficulty to try and save this country and our way of living, why does Spirit also feel the need to add a half twist in the reverse pike position? Why? I don't understand. And don't give me any crap about we manifested this. I'm still grumpy about this. It's hard enough to do. Why do you feel the need to make it harder? Not going to say. It's a mystery. You'll find out in good time. I think what Spirit's trying to say is by doing it this way, Trump is going to feel, somebody's going to feel more like an emperor. Either Biden's going to have to step up and lead, or Trump is going to feel supremely confident and he's going to act more and more like a dictator. There's going to be a big push, either a big health push or a big money push here. Biden better get healthy, because if he doesn't fix things, we're going to go through this again. In the past, the Three of Wands, people were looking towards this. In some ways, Trump was looking to avoid this, but we're past that now. I don't think Trump's looking to avoid this anymore. Current situation is the devil card. Why did we have to go through this? People needed to see Trump for who he was, for what his plans are coming forward. And Trump doesn't really tell you his plans, but he just repeats the same things over and over again. His mantra. People needed to see Trump in full display. Overarching energy is the Ace of Wands. That Biden had to be sick so to really drive the point home about Trump and his behaviors, his toxic behaviors. What we didn't... Sorry, never mind. The lesson to be learned from all this is the Five of Swords. It's winner takes all. Do you want this? Trump showed you who he was. He showed you who he was. Is this what you want? This is a free will thing right there. I guess if Biden was sick, we wouldn't have as much free will. We wouldn't decide that Trump is as big a threat. Time for people to make their judgment. In some ways, it's time for people to show their values. Where are your values? Are you behind the strong man? The devil? Or are you behind the guy that doesn't feeling well? The older guy that wasn't feeling well and sounded weak and feeble, but tries to do things compassionately for people. What are your values? What are you going to do? This is a winner takes all election. Either we have a democracy or we don't. What are your values? So that's why we have to add a reverse twist in the pike position. Is apparently people aren't convinced that Trump is a big threat to democracy. So it's almost like a free will choice, if you will, that people will vote their values. Almost like, so when they have their life review and we look at their ballot card on here and it says they voted for Trump, it's like, you know, you voted against the old weak guy and for the guy who was loud and a tyrant. And you can't be nebulous about it. No, I couldn't vote for that old weak man. I had to vote for this guy. No, that's a vote for your values. The WWJD, what would Jesus do? They're going to make it harder. They want the choice to be even harder. So that you're voting with your heart and with your true conviction. That's how I translate this. Maybe I'm really angry about this because it's just obvious to me what's going on. And I'm just floored that people don't understand the gravity of this. And if anything, you're forcing a vote that's going to be closer than it needs to be. And maybe I'm scared of that because I don't want this. So that's what I'm getting from it. I'm not happy about that, but that's what I'm getting from that. Take it, translate it as you like, and do with it what you will. Trump will be defeated if we get out and vote. Maybe this is one of those things where it's like, now I'm discouraged. I don't want to vote for Biden. No, you have to do it anyways. You don't really have a choice. If you want democracy, if you want that, you want your rights for women, you're going to have to do this. Discouraged or not, dig deep and get out and vote. Otherwise, we know what we're going to get. And 2016 through 2020 is going to look like an absolute freaking picnic compared to what's going to come in 2025 should Trump seize power again. Thank you very much for watching this video. I appreciate it. I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.